Hello fellow gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna show you the easiest, repeatable way to farm runes in the early game of Elden Ring. If you're a new player who just started Elden Ring, or just need a quick buck for whatever purpose, this guide is for you. This is a pretty comprehensive guide, but it's gonna make your Elden Ring journey much more easier. So stick around until the end, and I promise this will be worth your time. So if you're not aware, leveling up your character in this game requires you to spend runes. And you can earn runes basically by defeating enemies or by selling items. Having said that, you can make your character strong and powerful really early in the game by earning a lot of runes. Following this guide will score you about 150,000 to 200,000 runes easily. And by doing so, you can essentially level up your character really early in the game, and the routine doesn't require you to fight or kill any enemies. But in order to make it worth your while, it's advisable that you craft or create a consumable item called the Gold Pickled Fowl Food. This item increases the runes earned by 30% for 3 minutes. Once you get to Limgrave, the starting area, you would need to immediately set up 3 things that are very important for this rune farming routine, especially if you've just started a new character. 1. You would need to get the Spectral Steed Torrent. 2. You would need to defeat Patches in order to unlock the Missionary's Cookbook 2. 3. You would need to buy the crafting kit from Merchant Calais to be able to craft the Gold Pickled Fowl Food. So for the first important thing, you would need to get the Spectral Steed Torrent. You can get this goat/horse from Melina in this Site of Grace. The only thing you need to do is talk to Melina and exhaust the conversation. Once that's done, she will give you the Spectral Steed Whistle, which summons Torrent. For the second important thing, you would need a key item called Missionary's Cookbook 2. This has the recipe for the Gold Pickled Fowl Food. You can find this item by defeating Patches, found inside the Murkwater Cave. Technically, this is the only instance that you would need to fight an enemy one-on-one. But he's very easy to defeat. More on that later. To get there, you would need to get this Site of Grace. And from there, go straight until you get to the swamp. Once you reach the swamp, take a U-turn and run through under the bridge. Run past the enemies until you get to the mouth of the cave. Once you get to the entrance of the Murkwater Cave, you will trigger an NPC invasion. Meet the Bloody Finger Nerejuice. Now, he will attack you, but you don't have to fight him technically because another NPC will appear to fight him. All you have to do is evade his attacks for at least 30 seconds until the other NPC, Bloody Finger Hunter Yura, appears. Once he's there, you can take free strikes to Nerejuice as he will be busy fighting Yura. After Nerejuice is killed, he will drop a powerful dagger and the entrance to the cave will now be open. Go inside the cave and grab the Site of Grace for save point. Dash straight to the boss entrance. Going there, you will encounter a bunch of bandits, but you don't have to fight them. You can run past them and I highly recommend you do so. Now once you're inside the boss area, open the chest and grab the loot inside to make him appear. Now depending on what character you have, you can easily defeat Patches by using your weapon's special skill by pressing LT on an Xbox controller or L2 on a PlayStation controller. Do the special skill attack every time he spews acid from his mouth. The acid won't hurt you, but it would temporarily lower your physical attack power. Keep at it until his HP is decreased to half. Remember, do not kill him. Once his HP meter is down to half, he will stop fighting and surrender to you. Keep talking to him until you reach the option to accept his surrender. I would highly recommend that you accept it. If you do, he will open up his shop and from there, you can buy the Missionary's Cookbook 2 for 800 runes. You would have to exit the cave first and come back in for him to open his shop. For the third important thing, you would need to buy the crafting kit. You can get this item from Merchant Calais, aka Santa Claus, for about 300 runes, and you can find him here. Once you have all the important things needed, you can now proceed and gather the recipe for the Gold Pickled Fowl Food. You can find all the ingredients in the same area. So the ingredients are Rowa fruit, gold firefly, and 4-toed fowl food. The ratio for creation is 3 Rowa fruit, 1 gold firefly, and 1 4-toed fowl foot is to 1 pickled fowl foot. For the first 2 ingredients, you can grab everything in one go. You will need to get to this site of grace, and this will become your fast travel point. From there, ride torrent and run to reach the area where you can pick up the gold firefly. You can also gather a row of fruits along the way, so it'll be like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Let me demonstrate. On your first run, you would have collected 9 raw of fruits and 11 gold firefly in under 2 minutes. So by doing the math, if you grind for these 2 ingredients in 1 hour, you would have 270 raw of fruits and 330 gold fireflies by the end of it. It's up to you how much time you would want to spend in this area. Now the last ingredient can be gathered from this area. You can get the 4-toed fowl foot from these cute penguins, but the drops are pretty random. Now to kill these birds, you would need to have a bow and some arrows. If you use your sword or spear to kill them, they would fly away. Now if you have chosen the bandit or the samurai class right off the bat, you would have a bow by default. You would just need to buy arrows from Merchant Calais. But if you don't have a bow, don't fret. You can buy it from this nomadic merchant located in this area. So, now that you have all 3 ingredients, you can now craft the gold pickled fowl foot and proceed to the area where you will get the runes. To get there, you will need to go to the 3rd church of Marika found here. Once you're there, grab the sacred tear and the crimson crystal tear, and then go to the back of the church into a small pond. And from there, you will find a portal. Go through the portal and this will get you teleported to another area called Kalid. From here, summon your steed and run past the big enemy standing in front of you. While you're at it, grab the golden seed and then proceed to the nearest site of grace. Grab it and then run across the bridge. Run past the big dragon that's on the bridge, and immediately after passing the bridge, turn left and you will find the building there. Beside that, there's an airlift that you can use to drop down. Once there, go to the site of grace, then grab it, and you're now at the area of rune farming itself. Now for the payoff. Consume 1 gold pickled fowl foot and summon your steed. Run down towards the cliff until you get to this part. Once you get there, a metal ball will appear behind you. You can evade it fairly easily. When you do, it will fall down the cliff, but make sure that the metal ball is seen on screen at the time it's falling for you to earn the runes. With the 30% increase from the gold pickled chicken feet, you will earn 2,537 runes every time you make a metal ball fall off the cliff. If you're really efficient with how you do this, it is possible to squeeze in 5 metal balls in 3 minutes, which amounts to 12,685 runes. If you do the math, in 1 hour or 60 minutes, you can earn at least 200,000 runes. That's a lot of runes in the early game. And there you have it, guys. I hope this guide helps you out to gain a little bit of edge in the early game when playing Elden Ring. If you like this video, press the like button. If not, the dislike button. Feel free to drop by the comment section and let me know if this was helpful. If you'd like to see more guides like this one, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you've made it until the end, thank you. And with that, I will see you fellow gamers on the next one.